Hey guys, in this video I'll show you how to use Clay together with a tool called PhantomBuster to be able to scrape anything ranging from LinkedIn to Sales Navigator to YouTube to Reddit to Twitter, you name it, we can scrape it using PhantomBuster. And the best part is they offer you a 2-week free trial as well, so you can try that at no risk for yourself as well. So essentially the way that this video will work is I'll just show you how to use PhantomBuster in the real basics, and then finally at the very end of the video I'll show you how to connect it to Clay at the same time. So essentially the way you would use it is most of the time you'll sign up for an account. At that moment in time you'll click on dashboard in the top left hand corner, and if you scroll down you will have the option to browse the phantoms. Now, phantoms are basically cadences, automations, that kind of like pre-built templates of the most commonly automated things. So 99% of the use cases will be here. So I recommend that you just have a casual browse here and just window shop for your next kind of automation that you want to build inside of PhantomBuster. You can click on Learn More to learn more, but 99% of the time you will just click on Use Now. And for example, in this case, let's just try to scrape leads from a specific LinkedIn post so we can then push them into Clay, right? So we'll click on Use Now. Typically, the first page is to choose the source that you want to scrape. So once again, I know I can read. Fair enough, it says it here, right? So typically, it's up to you where you want to source the data from. So you can have a LinkedIn company page where you just give them the specific LinkedIn company page URL or the LinkedIn profile. In this case, I'm just going to do it with a single LinkedIn post. So I want to see who commented on this post that I've just done 1 hour ago. And I'm going to copy and paste it here. By the way, if we're not connected yet on LinkedIn, just follow me, connect on LinkedIn. You'll get a bunch of cool resources like that on there. And then click on Save. At that moment in time, it will ask for your LinkedIn session cookie and your browser user agent. Honestly, just give them access to it. In simple terms, it automates LinkedIn activity on your behalf, but like there are certain places where you can basically limit the amount of actions that it does per day so you don't get banned. So basically don't worry about being banned because like there are ways around it. And in case, just Google PhantomBuster, like how to not get banned, and it will come up with a bunch of ways to set the right limits. And once again, I might do a separate video on that. So at that moment in time, you click on Save at the bottom here. You choose what you want to scrape. This will always be the same, like there will be a couple more boxes usually, but still you just choose what you want to save, what you want to scrape. You then click on Save again. And at that moment in time, as soon as you click on over here in the top right-hand corner, which I'm going to do now, that's when the whole scrape will begin. And this is when basically the whole automation will begin. Now you can see that this automation was enabled. It's been updated 12 minutes ago, and they basically scraped all the lovely stuff that we needed scraped. So including the names of the people, whether they commented, their LinkedIn profiles, the post, and the comments, like what they actually commented. So essentially in this case, all that we want to do is connect this to Clay, and it's super straightforward. Inside of Clay, we'll click on Create New Workbook, blank workbook, and at that moment in time, so actually I think I did this slightly off just now. So if we just click on Create New, if we click on Table, and we type in PhantomBuster, it will come up with pull in leads from PhantomBuster. At that moment in time, you just need to add your API key from PhantomBuster. The way you will do that is you will go inside of your workspace in the top right-hand corner. So if I click on that, or you click on My Workspace rather, you will have your API keys here. Once again, you will just basically copy and paste this API key, and you can always add a new API key and just copy and paste it that way. Obviously, I'm not going to do that because I don't want you to copy my API key. And as soon as you copy and paste it here, you will have your API key. You will click on Continue. You will select the agent ID, and the agent ID is basically the specific automation inside of PhantomBuster that we just created. So I'm going to create this one, and then you will say only fetch latest container. I think this means like only use the latest leads that were populated. And then at that moment in time, you can just basically, you can just select which ones you want to add. So I'm just going to, I'm not really going to bother with this. I'll just click on Continue, click on New Blank Table, and straight away, usually the table will be populated with all of the data, but because I'm an absolute idiot and I'm still trying to run an agency with just 10,000 Clay credits a month because I save a lot of Clay credits, unfortunately I wasn't able to show you how it's done. But essentially, if you have the $349 plan, you should be completely fine to do that. Or alternatively, if you want to go completely old school and just do it very, very manually, right? You can basically just click on the actual like automation, And over here, you would see the download button on the right-hand side. And once again, I don't have access to it because I'm on a free trial for this demo account. But all you'll do is you'll download the CSV file here, and then you can basically just click on download anyway. You'll download the CSV, and then you'll just click on actions, import, and then import from CSV, results. And once again, that will create a clay table around it. So that's like two ways that you can basically use PhantomBuster: select all, add to table, save and don't run, and it'll basically populate the table with all the results. That's what I typically recommend doing. Or if, so let's just see, so yeah, you can see all of this populated, you can then rename the columns and stuff just to tidy this up. Or if you want to basically schedule this to be running all the time, you can click on setup. And over here, if we go to advanced settings, and then add a custom webhook URL here. So the way you'll do that is inside of Clay, you'll click on actions, import, webhook, monitor webhook, and basically, once again, this is another way that you can import data. That, like, you can use the API, you can use the webhook, or you can use the method I just showed you as well. And finally, you would be able to also click on advanced settings, and over here schedule how regularly you want this Phantom to run. But because this is just one LinkedIn post, it's not going to give you that option. But usually over here there will be another option which just says, hey, how often do you want to run it? And then you can choose every day, and then that way every single day the data gets transferred via webhook to this specific table. So every time it populates the table with new leads on a daily basis, otherwise known as an evergreen campaign, whereby you don't need to top up lead lists. So that's that. In a nutshell, it's pretty straightforward how to use PhantomBuster with Clay. If you have any questions on that, just drop me a line wherever you find me. And one final mention, if I haven't plugged it just yet, I run a course which is called Unlock Clay, which basically has got 200 videos like this one, walking you through Clay from start to finish. And the goal is basically to get you to be very, very good at Clay and be so dangerous that your prospects don't even want to open their inbox in the morning because they know that they're going to receive a hyper-personalized email from you at scale every morning, right? So essentially that's that. That's a passionate video about how to use PhantomBuster in Clay. If you have any questions, let me know. Other than that, good luck with trying it out. And yeah, just hit me up if you have any questions throughout and I'll be more than happy to help. Thank you.